What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got a super exciting meal for you guys. So we got an Amex offer and they're giving us two full sets from TOCA, a restaurant within the RITZ CARLTON, for $85. And after looking at the prices on TOCA's actual menu, this is an absolute steal. So I'll put the prices up on the screen and you guys can look for yourself and see what the savings are like. So we're going over to the Ritz Carlton now to pick up the meal. This is a special offer from Amex for Amex card holders only. So we're gonna walk through the entire meal with you guys so you can see if it's worth for you to try TOCA, and if you want, you can also apply to get an Amex card and get these type of deals as well. So we just picked up the meal. Let's get eating. So for the appetizer, we have Burrata. It's butternut squash chutney with caramelized pepitas, arugula, and grapefruit. And I guess it came with some crostini as well to go along with it. So here we got the crostini with the cheese on top, as well as some of the pear. It's so crunchy, the crostini. It's almost like a crouton. That cheese is so creamy. So creamy. That pear has some really nice sweet flavor to it. It really blends together really nicely. On its own is actually really good too. I think it's buttered up, maybe a bit of, I think they have a nice layer of butter on there, so it's super crunchy, has that buttery texture, that butter flavor as well. By itself, it tastes really great. There's a huge amount of cheese for the amount of crostini, so you gotta eat some of it on its own as well. The insides are nice and fluffy, and there's a stretchiness, almost like mozzarella on the outside of it. It tastes really great. So some of you may be wondering why a cheese dish with crostini is gonna be mixed with some fruit. It's because it's so creamy, the cheese by itself, and even just with the crostini, it's already buttered up, so there's a lot of richness coming from it. So you need something to balance that out, and that's where the sauce with the arugula as well as that fruit come in to really give it a type of balance, so that your mouth isn't just overflowed with richness. I know before I said there might not be enough crostini for all the cheese, but I forgot that they gave us 2 boxes of crostinis, so maybe there is enough crostini. Next we got the grilled Atlantic salmon, and it comes with a base that has some carrots, it has mussels and lobster in it as well. Sauce here, saffron butter sauce, and it smells like it's infused with some lobster in there as well. It's so fragrant. You smell it, it's so delicious, it makes you salivate right away. Oh my god, that's so good. That skin is grilled so it's crispy. It's nice and crispy. It's really delicious. It has a really nice taste to it. They season it so perfectly, and the salmon is cooked so nicely. It's very nice and flaky. It's this dish is blowing me away. It's really delicious. And then some of that base with the carrots and maybe some potato and the lobster. The actual nice chunks of lobster in here. Oh my god. There's a couple chunks in there under the salmon. So soft, so delicious. Lobster, you can't beat lobster. It's so good. Found a nice little mussel here. Soaked up all the flavor. Oh, so good. So good. This dish is very, very good. I would order this like 10 out of 10 times that I go here. This is probably like one of the best dishes I've had on this channel so far. So next we got the Cornish hen with potato, chickpeas, broccolini, and a romesco sauce. Right off the bat, when you open this up, you smell like a huge whiff of like of seasoning. So I think some type of like rosemary possibly. And like it's just such a delicious smell. It smells so good. Yeah, it's just so good. So let's first try some of that Cornish hen. Juicy. I even took a piece of the breast first. There's a really nice flavor to it. Seasoned well. Grilled nicely so that skin has a little top coat that's a little bit like crunchy to it. Very nice Cornish hen. We've got potatoes. Tastes like it's been nicely pan fried in some butter with some olive oil. Looks like there's a bit of basil on top of it, like mixed in with it, and some pepper as well. A really nice flavor to that potato. I love how they pan fried it nicely so that there's a slight crispy edge to it, and then the middles are still super soft though. Got this broccolini that's also been it looks like it's also been grilled. Nice taste to it. Hasn't been like grilled to the point where it's like super mushy. It's still crunchy and you can hear that right off the bat once you bite into it. And it's nicely seasoned as well. It has that same seasoning that I think the potatoes does. So now I'm going to try some of that romesco sauce. It's almost like a curry paste, you know, almost a sense. It has like, it's like really grainy and like there's a really huge pop of flavor. But yeah, it tastes like there's been mixed in with a lot of different spices to create that sauce, and it really complements the Cornish hen very well. So I just kind of looked up what romesco sauce is, and it's a combination of things like tomato, garlic, almonds, pine nuts, hazelnut, olive oil, and olives. So I guess that's why it's it's like a thicker sauce, and it's like noticeably thick. Like it's not as viscous and like liquid as some other sauces might be. And I was completely wrong on that curry take. It just kind of reminded me of that. But now knowing what the actual ingredients are, I can taste it a little bit more. We got the lemon tart, and it comes with a raspberry sorbet, almond crumble, and a raspberry gel. It looks so delicious. They made it so beautiful, and like that char on top, they probably torched the top of that. I think it's like meringue on top, and then they torched the top. Looks so pretty. Looks almost too good to eat, but you know, the flavor's probably just as amazing. Ooh, that crumbled. The balance of flavors are so good. Like some lemon meringues or like lemon tarts like this are way too sour because of so much lemon in it. This has a nice like subtle sourness to it, but that meringue is so good and just balances all out. This is really, really delicious. Unreal. Really, really delicious. And this raspberry sorbet.
Really, really good.
Good. The raspberry sorbet is nice, refreshing. It has a really strong hint of that raspberry flavor, which is delicious. All in all, this dessert is top notch. Right now I'm eating that top layer of meringue on its own, and it's like softer than a pillow. It's just so light and fluffy. It's unbelievable. And get a shot for you guys here. So when you put it through, there's like a crunch right on the top, and then it's so soft and fluffy in the middle. It's crazy. Didn't know meringue could be like this. So good. So good. We just wrapped up the meal, and let me tell you guys, this has probably been the most enjoyable meal that I've had on this channel so far. Even better than Enigma, which, like, I'm sorry to say, but I definitely think this place was better. So when we picked it up, it came in this bag, and it's like sealed, like those bags that retain heat, so that your food is kept either hot or cold depending on which one. Even the sorbet, they put it in little containers with ice cubes inside of another container, so that everything is kept to the right temperature. So walking through each of the dishes, the appetizer was nice and creamy. It was delicious. The crostini was so crunchy and had so much flavor from the butter. It was such a nice way to start the meal. The Atlantic salmon was definitely my favorite, and it was so delicious, perfectly cooked, perfectly seasoned, and the smell of that sauce almost smelled like lobster bisque. And as someone that absolutely loves lobster bisque, that was perfect for me. The Cornish hen also has some nice flavors. It was grilled to perfection. Everything was delicious. And potatoes, I love potatoes that are made that way. So that was top notch. And that dessert was out of this world. That meringue on top of that lemon tart was insanely fluffy. It was like eating a cloud. And the flavors were so nicely balanced and not too sour, unlike a lot of other lemon tarts. So this meal, bang on, 100%, do it again. Even if it's full price, I really don't care. It's that good. You should try it out for yourself. Try it out at full price. You won't regret it at all. Take that special someone on a nice date here. RITZ CARLTON is absolutely beautiful. So whatever you do, I bet you are going to enjoy that meal. So thanks for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for lots more to come. And until next time, peace.